Europe's Tzu Chi volunteers distribute clothing and mattresses at various refugee camps in Serbia. Artificial intelligence is looking to be the next big thing that brings more convenience to humans. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Lori Chen. Thank you for joining us. Ever since 2016, the Tzu Chi Foundation has started caring for the refugee population in Serbia. In recent years, Europe's Tzu Chi volunteers have been conducting various aid distributions. This time around, they headed over to distribute summer clothing and new mattresses just before the hot summer months hit. It's early summer in Serbia. All the snow has melted away, exposing a field of green grass. The children at the Kinjaka camp are happily playing in this new landscape. The children are all using the leftover cardboard boxes to build their very own secret areas. All this seemed like normal playing behavior. However, behind their actions are their longing for home.
This room for who? This for me, for you. Yes.
Europe's Tzu Chi volunteers have continuously been caring for the refugees at various refugee camps. This time, just before the hot summer months, they came to distribute the much-needed summer clothing.
I'm happy because they are all people are no t-shirt. We are giving me t-shirt, so everyone is very happy.
In addition to providing love and care to the refugees, the volunteers also guided them in performing filial acts.
You told me you saw us before, right?
Yes, three times. Three times I saw you.
Yeah.
And I'm very happy to see you again.
Uh-huh.
And you give us clothes. Whenever you come, you give us something else different, and we are very happy to see that.
Ever since 2016, Tzu Chi volunteers have been continuously caring for the refugee population in Serbia. Each time, volunteers came to conduct distributions, providing much-needed supplies that refugees need at each moment. This time, they came with over 1,000 brand-new mattresses.
Because the weather is quite hot, this type of sponge mattresses are the breeding grounds for many bacteria. Therefore, we have prepared 1,320 brand-new mattresses to replace the old ones here.
In the past 3 years, the unconditional care and love of the Tzu Chi volunteers has inspired many local volunteers to join in the ranks of giving as well.
I like to see smiles on these people's faces because they had a hard life, and it's meaning to me so much. And also I meet new friends. It's very good, and every time I will help when you're here.
Even though the refugees are living in a foreign land, their hearts are still back in their motherland. However, angels in blue and white have helped fill the gap of their loneliness, giving them the strength to continue on their journey of finding true freedom once again. Back in February of this year, Townsville, Queensland, Australia suffered massive rainstorms, which caused severe flooding in multiple areas. Therefore, Tzu Chi volunteers from all over Australia gathered together to hold emergency distributions of aid supplies. Many local volunteers also emerged to help out.
The storm that fell in Townsville, Queensland in early February of this year could be described as the worst rainstorm in the past 100 years. The rainfall received in those 5 days was half the region's average rainfall level for the year.
Well, during the flood, our house was surrounded with water for about 8 days, so we had no power for 9 days. So it was pretty emotional, and but we've slowly been getting everything back together. Ripped all the carpets out and whatnot, and
Those who are fortunate enough know to spread their blessings. For the first time, Brisbane City volunteers visit an area far from their reach, as they hope to give the blankets to the disaster survivors before winter comes.
Through our distribution, we hope they can feel how much we care for them. By flying 1,300 kilometers here, we hope our gesture warms their hearts.
The Tzu Chi Foundation, by just still being here and offering to assist those people, goes a long way in ensuring that our community, and especially those who are affected, can continue to look forward to a strong recovery process.
Wearing a yellow volunteer's vest is a local resident who has lived in Townsville for over 33 years. Her name is also Jenny. She heard of this distribution event through a good friend from Brisbane and reached out to 32 people to volunteer.
Many people don't have insurance and their items are broken. They don't have a way to fix them, so I believe Tzu Chi's help this time is felt deeply by everyone.
The local volunteers are also willing to help us collect the bamboo coin banks.
The cash cards received will help the financial difficulties the survivors have had for the past 3 months, while the blankets will warm them when needed. Meanwhile, the coin banks and the Jingsi aphorisms can help local residents to accumulate blessings and find spiritual support.
Speaking of recruiting local volunteers, it's been more than 20 years that the U.S. SEMA team has been conducting regular free clinics once every 3 months in Bakersfield, California. Recently, more local volunteer personnel have been inspired to join as well.
Antonia, who is financially challenged, came to seek medical help.
At other places, they might let me see doctors, but they won't give me medications, so I come here.
Although she can't afford the medical expenses, but she and her family always bring their bamboo coin bank to the free clinic every 3 months.
I want to do my best to help because I receive assistance from them. I feel very happy.
In Bakersfield, community residents have been coming to Tzu Chi's free clinic for over 20 years. Vincent Chen and Belinda Ling is a volunteer couple that has dedicated their effort to serve here.
Really need a local volunteer. We live around this area, right? Yeah, so we really need a young, like you, young volunteer.
She asked around to recruit local volunteers one after another.
I explained to him that I drove 3 hours from Los Angeles. I enjoy coming here, but I can't come every day, so we hope to have more community volunteers to help these people in need.
My English is not so fluent, but after these 4 years, I can now use simple sentences to let them understand me. Now I told them we need volunteers, and they will leave their information for me. I think as long as we have the will, we can do Tzu Chi in any way.
Antonio, nice to meet you, Antonio.
They hope to invite more people to spread great love with their sincerity.
Staying on the topic of free clinics, SEMA teams will regularly conduct medical outreach in Shuangxi or to help the impoverished population there. This time around, on top of medical care, they also share about the struggles of the cyclone-affected residents in Eastern Africa.
Shuangxi Elementary's activity center turns into a farmer's market before the scheduled free clinic. Local residents pour their love into the event.
A local farmer saw the master talk about the disaster that hit East Africa, and he empathized with their situation but didn't have much money to help. When he came to me, he said he had farm products to donate and asked if it was okay.
I wanted it to join this event and donated my Chinese yams for sale. I hope to spread my love and care to more people.
On the day of the medical outreach, a total of 153 medical personnel and volunteers showed up. The first Tzu Chi volunteer in Shuangxi, Lian Wupen, acts as a guide showing the way.
I've been coming here for about some 10 years, and I still will get lost each time without Sister's help. Sister Lian Wupen is almost 90, and her memory is better than us young people. Her cognitive ability is maybe even better than a computer. This is something we should all strive towards.
The medical need is perhaps just a bridge. The most important thing is using this bridge to connect the motivation and the inspiration.
This medical outreach shines brightly on the needy and warms both their heart and soul.
Today we're starting a brand new series on artificial intelligence. It is currently developing at an extreme rapid rate. Let's check out how this relates to our everyday lives.
多可惜，果然是有点难呢。
It often takes time to wait in line and go to the bank, but now there are banks that are using robots to play the role of receptionists. They can even play games with customers to pass the time, provide an introduction to different business items and investment products. Not only can the service be intimate and save manpower, artificial intelligence robots have even become a good helper for humans.
Eyes and ears and mouth and nose, head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
The concept of artificial intelligence was introduced as early as 1956. It was limited by the development of computers at that time, which were slow, had limited applications and primitive ways for storing data. With the rapid advancement of computer technology, computers can help humans, finding patterns from a large amount of data and conduct machine learning.
Originally, we had to scan the tens of thousands of results to determine these problems. Now, to let doctors see these results or issues with diseases, artificial intelligence can be used. Doctors first ask artificial intelligence to help him identify areas which may seem to have a problem.
Until 2006, artificial intelligence really took a big step. The emergence of a neural network algorithm that mimics human thinking gradually frees the computer from the previous operations of simply using one command and one action. By emulating the neural network of the animal world, especially the structure and function of the brain, it created a multi-level computer operation model that is constantly evolving.
If you add a number of layers, it becomes a deep neural network, which can do machine learning. Different layers have different characteristics, like to identify a face. More features have to be continually added until the end result is achieved, which is accurate. If these two people are twins, it can actually recognize it even better than people.
The world was paying a lot of attention and
Looking back at the human brain and computer development, a chess competition in 1996 pitted IBM's Deep Blue against Garry Kasparov, which initially saw the human win. However, in a rematch the following year, the computer won handily.
Deep Blue's victory over a human chess player was based upon a real power, such as powerful computing speed, which can calculate very quickly, much faster and further than humans.
The top of the world, like Lisa Doll.
A match like no other is about to get underway in South Korea.
They said all this to go what Roger Federer.
10 years apart, in early 2016, Google, which is known for its web browser, developed AlphaGo, an artificial intelligence system that played Go, which is far more complicated than chess. Despite the more difficult challenge, the computer program defeated Lisa Doll 4-1, not only relying on speed, but also using layout and imagination to surpass human experience in the past hundreds of years. This has led some people who can't help but fear that artificial intelligence is going to surpass humanity.
AlphaGo first studied matches played by people for thousands of years. It learned this way, so it created a new version called AlphaGo Zero, which did not look at past games or predecessors. It just wanted to study some basic rules. And then two AlphaGo Zeros played millions of matches and made great progress and became even more powerful.
Google's AlphaGo system continues to beat itself and always improves and never gets tired. Whether or not such skills can be deployed in other fields is still not known. The latest progress is that AlphaGo is learning online games for multiplayer battles.
We are pioneering opportunities in green energy products.
Looking to the future, artificial intelligence is continuing to develop in different fields at an alarming rate. This could bring more convenience to human life by creating new technologies, thereby allowing for new productivity and new wealth.
Recently, the Tzu Chi University held its graduation ceremony in Hualien. A total of 772 graduates from 13 different countries all gathered for their turning of the tassels moment on stage. Each one of them are heading out into the real world with best wishes from all their support systems. Let's take a look at these heartwarming scenes. With an anxious and excited mindset, 772 Tzu Chi University soon-to-be graduates went on stage one after another to receive their diplomas. Just the turning of the tassel ceremony took over an hour and a half to complete. The teachers exercised extreme patience to give their best wishes to each of the graduates, because they know this is one of the biggest milestones in these students' lives so far.
After graduation, there will still be many challenges and frustrations that you must face in each of your lives. Therefore, you must remember to stay resilient and adhere to your values. More importantly, one must be flexible in dealing with life's many lessons, stay courageous, persevere, shoulder more responsibilities, and do good deeds. It's with great hope that each graduate can be a contributing member of society and a pillar of the nation.
Shouldering more responsibilities might take some time, but filial piety cannot wait. Graduates expressed their gratitude toward their parents and or guardians through a sutra adaptation performance. This is a demonstration of each student's growth, but also a reflection of the whole family as well.
In life, not necessarily every single ball thrown at you is a good one. However, an experienced hitter has the ability to swing at anything that comes his way.
Best wishes to all of our graduates here today, hoping everyone can become a competitive and experienced hitter that is filled with wisdom, where they can use everything that they've learned here at TCU to hit a home run in their future lives.
The lessons and everyday reminders from the teachers had never stopped since day one. In addition, the constant companionship over the years from the either mothers and Tzu fathers really made a huge difference in the lives of the students. I had received a lot of love and care over the 4 years here at TCU, especially from the either mothers and Tzu fathers. I am forever indebted to their constant companionship, which allowed me to study with a peace of mind.
You ask me what did I learn from them, I will say that to give to others without asking for anything in return.
We are not related by blood, but we are all one big family. I've gained so many kind-hearted children over the years.
A Dharma Master from the Jingsi Bo especially made a trip to a graduation ceremony to relay Dharma Master Denyan's blessings to the newly graduates. It's with great hope that each graduate will seize every single opportunity to create good affinities with others and live up to their greatest potential. Remember to store all the love and care and knowledge you have gained over the years from your teachers, peers, the either mothers, and Tzu fathers with you, to keep on spreading all the seeds of love and kindness to wherever life takes you. Don't forget to keep on growing as an individual and to help all those who are still in need. Graduation is just the beginning of another brand new chapter in the students' lives. The graduates are heading out into the real world with a solid foundation and all the best wishes from their mentors, continuing to explore what this beautiful world still has to offer. Speaking of spreading the spirit of great love, Tzu Chi has established many social education classes in various communities. This way, the general public can learn all about Tzu Chi's humanistic culture. Let's first take a look at the progress reports in both Taipei and Taoyuan areas.
Zhixuan Cultural Promotion Center has held a presentation at Tzu Chi Songsan Liaison Office. All the students showcase what they've learned in classes.
I hope the students who take the creative group activity class can learn Buddhist teachings in a creative and convenient way. I hope in their future lives they can still live out the practices and abide by the teachings.
The lecturer of the creative group activity class, Lu Meizhi, has designed curriculum that incorporated Buddhist teachings with body language. Zheng Yuzhen, who's suffering from cancer, said that this class has helped her forget about her illness.
She tells us about her life experience, which helps us let go of some worries. Therefore, I find this to be helpful. I will adjust my emotional state here.
Meanwhile, Tzu Chi University's extension class in Taoyuan is also celebrating its 12th year anniversary. A presentation has been held where more than 700 teachers and students showcase what they've learned.
Many Tzu Chi commissioners in the extension class were students who later volunteered. After that, they underwent training to become Tzu Chi commissioners and Tzu Cheng It is why the master has encouraged us to promote extension classes, which help recruit volunteers.
Dancing gracefully, this team of dancers are the participants of the Japanese dance class. Lan Xiaoling has been taking a class since 2012, and she eventually became one of the teachers.
I started out being a student in the class. Therefore, I can relate to the students and the problems they encounter. I put myself in their shoes and mindfully teach every student. Even if the students are new or not so talented in dancing, I can teach them with patience.
Tzu Chi's extension classes combine life education and religion. It has also broadened the learning scope and horizons of the community residents.
As Dragon Boat Festival is just around the corner, many Tzu Chi volunteers in central Taiwan have been hard at work making tons of vegetarian zongzi. These aren't just any ordinary zongzi, but they're filled with love to inspire the compassionate givings of others.
A group of Tzu Chi kitchen volunteers in Wuri, Taichung are busy preparing zongzi ingredients. Cooking the rice before adding the seasoning, they're cooking the zongzi differently from the traditional way.
We are trying a new method to save the energy. It saves our work to steam the rice before mixing it. We can gather and socialize. It's very good. Every year, we wrap some zongzi, which can be given to people as gifts.
The cotton threads have wrapped the vegetarian zongzi tightly, just like how the volunteers are working with joint effort. At Fuyang Recycling Station in Fengyuan, the volunteers are also wrapping zongzi to raise funds for international disaster relief.
Making delicious zongzi, we spread love to distant places. We help the people in need together. It is just our kind dose. It's no big deal. We are just doing our share.
The volunteers work with one heart and one mind to help the people in need, walking steadfast on the Bodhisattva path.
Also in central Taiwan, the monthly cultivation day recently took place, where kitchen volunteers prepared snacks and drinks for more than 1,000 attendees. Among them, the youngest volunteer was only 6 years old.
Tzu Chi volunteers wash and cut vegetables and stir-fry meals by working together. The kitchen is extremely busy for this event. One of the helpers is special because he is a policeman and is in charge of preparing meals for his colleagues. He ate a vegetarian meal prepared by Tzu Chi volunteers 3 months ago at his police station. Afterwards, he decided to come to learn this skill.
We never had vegetarian meals before and didn't know that vegetarian meals could be so fragrant. Vegetarian meals don't include garlic or onion. Over 80% of police can accept vegetarian meals.
The 6-year-old Ray Ray approaches the cart with ease.
I told her to turn, go straight, or not to hit the door. These are the 3 steps.
After sending out tea and water, she helps her grandma move zongzi.
We work together for the benefit of everyone. She can also contribute her strength.
The young volunteer checks the amount of water in the container and cleans everything around her. She has learned to help happily. It is a valuable lesson to her.
Recently, a group of kindergartners from Bayan Lapas in Malaysia headed over to the Tzu Chi Lampa Kuda Recycling Education Center to learn how to be active earth protectors. Thank you for watching. See you next time.